Did you know that frostbite can affect your dog's paws in as little as 15 minutes in extreme cold? Or that certain winter dangers hiding in your driveway could be fatal if your dog ingests them? Winter might look beautiful with all that snow, but it brings serious health risks that every dog owner needs to know about. Whether you have a fluffy Husky or a tiny Chihuahua, today I'm going to show you exactly how to keep your furry friends safe, warm, and healthy throughout the coldest months of the year. I'm going to share critical warning signs that your dog is too cold, essential winter gear that could save your dog's life, and some surprising winter hazards you probably didn't even know existed. So let's dive right in, because your dog's safety might depend on what you learn in the next 7 minutes. Understanding your dog's cold tolerance. First, let's talk about something crucial. Not all dogs handle cold weather the same way. This is a mistake I see all the time. People assume that because dogs have fur, they're automatically protected from the cold. That's simply not true. Your dog's cold tolerance depends on several factors. Size matters tremendously. Smaller dogs lose body heat much faster than larger dogs because they have a higher surface area to body mass ratio. A Chihuahua gets cold much faster than a German Shepherd. Coat type is equally important. Double-coated breeds like Huskies, Malamutes, and Samoyeds are built for cold weather. Their undercoat provides incredible insulation. But short-haired breeds like Greyhounds, Whippets, and Pit Bulls have almost no cold weather protection. Age and health status also play huge roles. Puppies and senior dogs can't regulate their body temperature as effectively as adult dogs. Dogs with health conditions like arthritis, kidney disease, or heart problems are more vulnerable to cold stress. Body fat percentage matters too. While we don't want overweight dogs, a healthy layer of fat does provide some insulation. Very lean dogs get cold more easily. The general rule is this: if it's too cold for you to be comfortable outside, it's probably too cold for your dog. And for small, short-haired, young, or elderly dogs, they'll feel cold long before you do. Recognizing signs your dog is too cold. Now let's talk about the warning signs that your dog is dangerously cold. These are critical to recognize because dogs can develop hypothermia and frostbite surprisingly quickly. The first sign is shivering. Just like humans, dogs shiver to generate body heat. If your dog is shivering, they're already too cold and need to go inside immediately. Watch for behavioral changes. A cold dog will often become anxious, whine, or seem like they want to go home during walks. They might slow down significantly or refuse to keep walking. Listen to these signals. Physical signs include cold ears and paws. If you touch your dog's ears or the pads of their feet and they feel icy cold, your dog needs to warm up right away. More serious signs include lethargy, weakness, or appearing disoriented. These indicate hypothermia and require immediate veterinary attention. Frostbite typically affects the extremities, ears, tail, and paw pads. The affected areas may appear pale or gray and later become red and swollen. If you notice any of these advanced symptoms, wrap your dog in warm blankets and get to a veterinarian immediately. Don't try to warm them too quickly, as this can cause shock. Winter clothing and protective gear. Let's discuss winter clothing for dogs. I know some people think dog sweaters are silly or just for fashion, but they're actually essential safety equipment for many dogs. Any dog with a short coat absolutely needs a winter jacket for outdoor activities when temperatures drop below freezing. This includes breeds like Greyhounds, Boxers, Pit Bulls, Chihuahuas, and French Bulldogs. Even some medium-coated breeds benefit from jackets in extremely cold weather. When choosing a winter coat, look for one that covers your dog from neck to tail and wraps around the belly. It should be waterproof, or at least water-resistant on the outside, with warm insulation inside. Make sure it fits properly without restricting movement. Paw protection is equally crucial but often overlooked. Dog boots might look funny, but they protect against ice, snow, salt, and chemical de-icers. If your dog won't tolerate boots, use paw balm before walks to create a protective barrier. Speaking of paw protection, this is huge. road salt, and chemical deicers are toxic to dogs. They burn paw pads, and when dogs lick their paws clean later, they ingest these chemicals, which can cause serious poisoning. Always wipe your dog's paws thoroughly after winter walks, especially if you've walked on treated sidewalks or roads. For dogs who absolutely refuse to wear boots, consider pet-safe ice melt for your own property and stick to untreated paths when possible. Adjusting exercise routines. Winter requires some changes to your dog's exercise routine, but don't make the mistake of eliminating exercise altogether. Dogs still need physical activity year-round. Shorten individual walks, but increase frequency if needed. Instead of one long 45-minute walk, try 3 15-minute walks. This prevents your dog from getting too cold while still meeting exercise needs. Time your walk strategically. Walk during the warmest part of the day, typically mid-morning to early afternoon. Avoid early morning and evening when temperatures are lowest. Watch the weather closely. Wind chill matters just as much as temperature. A 20-degree day with 20-mile-per-hour winds feels like 4 degrees to your dog. That's dangerous cold. Consider indoor exercise alternatives for extremely cold days. Play fetch in a hallway. Practice training commands. Use puzzle toys, or try indoor agility. Mental stimulation can tire dogs almost as much as physical exercise. If you have a high-energy breed that needs substantial exercise even in winter, look into indoor dog parks, doggy daycare facilities, or even swimming at indoor canine aquatic centers. Never leave your dog outside for extended periods in winter. Even cold weather breeds should not live outside during winter months. What many people don't realize is that outdoor dog houses are often inadequate in truly cold weather unless they're properly insulated and heated. Winter nutrition and hydration. Winter affects your dog's nutritional needs in ways that surprise most owners. Dogs who spend more time outdoors in cold weather actually need more calories because they're burning energy to stay warm. If your dog is active outdoors in winter, you might need to increase their food intake by 10 to 20%. However, if your dog is getting less exercise due to staying indoors more, you might need to reduce portions to prevent winter weight gain. Monitor your dog's body condition and adjust accordingly. Hydration is critically important in winter, and this is something many people neglect. Dogs can become dehydrated in winter just as easily as summer. Cold air is dry air, and heated indoor air is even drier. Make sure your dog always has access to fresh, unfrozen water. If your dog spends any time outdoors, check water bowls frequently. Water can freeze surprisingly fast. Consider heated water bowls for outdoor areas. Dogs often drink less in winter because cold water is less appealing. You can encourage drinking by offering slightly warm water or adding a small amount of low-sodium broth to their water. Winter hazards and toxins. Now, let's talk about winter-specific dangers that could seriously harm or even kill your dog. Antifreeze is the biggest winter killer of pets. It has a sweet taste that dogs find appealing, but even small amounts are fatal. Just a few licks can cause kidney failure. If you even suspect your dog has ingested antifreeze, get to an emergency vet immediately. Every minute counts. Always clean up antifreeze spills immediately, store containers securely, and consider switching to propylene glycol-based antifreeze, which is much less toxic. Ice melt chemicals are another major concern. As I mentioned earlier, they damage paw pads and are toxic when ingested. Symptoms of ice melt poisoning include drooling, vomiting, lethargy, and seizures. Carbon monoxide poisoning is an overlooked winter danger. Never leave your dog in a running car, even to keep them warm. Carbon monoxide is odorless and deadly. Similarly, be cautious about dogs in garages with running vehicles. Frozen bodies of water pose drowning risks. Dogs don't understand that ice might not support their weight. Keep dogs on leash near frozen ponds, lakes, or rivers. If your dog does fall through ice, do not go in after them. Call emergency services immediately. Space heaters and fireplaces can cause burns. Create barriers to prevent direct access, and never leave dogs unattended with heat sources. Skin and paw care. Winter weather wreaks havoc on your dog's skin and paws. The combination of cold air, dry indoor heat, and exposure to salt creates multiple problems. Dry, itchy skin is extremely common in winter. You might notice your dog scratching more or developing flaky skin. Limit baths during winter because bathing strips natural oils. When you do bathe, use moisturizing shampoos designed for dogs. Consider adding omega-3 fatty acid supplements to your dog's diet. These support skin health from the inside out. You can also use a humidifier in your home to add moisture to dry winter air. Paw pad care is essential. Check paws daily for cracks, cuts, or signs of damage from ice and salt. Apply paw balm regularly to keep pads moisturized and protected. Trim the fur between paw pads to prevent ice balls from forming, which are painful and can cause injuries. After every walk, wash your dog's paws with warm water to remove salt, chemicals, and ice. Dry them thoroughly, especially between the toes, because moisture can lead to infections. Conclusion: winter dog care might seem complicated, but it really comes down to awareness and preparation. Know your dog's cold tolerance, invest in appropriate protective gear, adjust exercise routines, maintain proper nutrition and hydration, and stay vigilant about winter-specific hazards. Remember, if you're cold, your dog is probably cold too. When in doubt, err on the side of caution. A safe, warm dog is a happy dog. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more dog care tips. Drop a comment below and let me know, what's your biggest challenge with dog care in winter? I read every comment, and your questions might inspire my next video. Stay warm out there, and give your pup some extra cuddles from me. See you in the next video. Bye.